na nimewasajili wakulima milioni 5 na nimewapatia mbolea mifugo milioni 6. Saa hizi wakulima wanapambana kule shambani. Tunaelewana? Ili tuzalishe chakula, tuondoe hii tatizo ya njaa. Lakini tukingojea ile inatoka shambani, nimepanga ile tunaagiza kutoka nchi za nje. Na hiyo niliwatangazia ya kwamba kufikia mwisho wa wiki hii ambaye ni kesho, sasa itakuwa imefika hapa Kenya. Kuanzia next week mtaanza kuona bei ya unga ikiteremuka kwa sababu ile itakuwa imefika.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, after listening to that clip that I've just shared with you, I am left to wonder how long William Samoei Ruto will continue lying to Kenyans. In that clip, and I've shared it, and I will share with you again so that you can get to understand exactly what are these words he is talking about. He has made a promise. But what's funny is that the promise he has made contradicts what the promise CS for Agriculture made, that is Mithika Linturi. So first, let's talk about what William Samoei Ruto's promise is all about. First, he has told us that wakulima 5 million wamepangwa. 5 million of wakulima. I hope you understand what that means. 5 million. He has talked about 6 million free fertilizer input to farmers. Free. Of course, we know that last year they talked about subsidized fertilizer, 3,500 per bag for a particular type of fertilizer. We have not seen the results of that fertilizer which was issued. Now we are told that 5 million farmers, 5 million wamepangwa na wanalima. I will hold my guns there first. Let's talk about again the other part of imported maize. He talks about importing maize and maize that will arrive here in Kenya from tomorrow. And this imported maize will result to a price reduction of unga, imported maize. I know the narrative of GMO has gone down. People are not talking about GMO anyway, right now. But where could this maize be coming from? Of course, we know that statistically there is an issue of maize in the international market, but there is no issue regards to the GMO maize from USA. America has GMO maize in plenty. So what awaits is whether this maize that is being imported will be a GMO maize or naturally produced maize. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what the CS Mithika Linturi said a couple of days ago. Mithika Linturi said that he had entered into an agreement with the Zambian government over allocation of parcels of land for production of maize that will be in turn exported to Kenya. Now, here's where the catch is. Zambian people are to give Kenyans a parcel of land for production of maize. They say that production of maize in Zambia is cheap. There are information again online regarding the Zambians' maize production last season. They said that they were worst hit by the calamity. Their production last season was not okay. So here goes a part where by now our own CS is assured of the climate of Zambia and saying that the production of maize in Zambia will be affordable. That is to assure Kenyans that hakutakuwa na calamity, hakutakuwa na issue, and that whatever they plant is what they will get. Let me take you to that video first. The video where William Ruto talks about 6 million. Just listening to this video again.
Kwani unaanza kwa duka? Si unaenda kwanza shambani? Sasa mimi nimepanga wakulima na nimewasajili wakulima 5 na nimewapatia mbolea mifugo 6. Saa hizi wakulima wanapambana kule shambani. Tunaelewana? Ili tuzalishe chakula, tuondoe hii tatizo ya njaa. Lakini tukingojea ile inatoka shambani, nimepanga ile tunaagiza kutoka nchi za nje, na hiyo niliwatangazia ya kwamba kufikia mwisho wa wiki hii ambaye ni kesho, sasa itakuwa imefika hapa Kenya. Kuanzia next week mtaanza kuona bei ya unga ikiteremuka kwa sababu ile itakuwa imefika.
Yes, I am not going to say that Ruto is fond of making promises, but I find the 6 million farmers being positioned, I find that as being, something like, what do we say? That's just a political promise, a political campaign. I think these Kenya Kwanza people are still in that political mood. They are saying that 6 million, I mean, it is closer to the votes which Chebukati declared to Ruto. 6 million, all the 6 million people who voted for William Ruto are farmers. I mean, that's what I can translate from that remark. 6 million farmers. Now the catch here is this. CS Lithika Linturi said that the price of maize will reduce in a couple of months to come because they have entered into an agreement with the Zambian authority over maize production. But again here, the courts of Kenya have dealt Lithika Linturi's idea at blow. So the High Court of Kenya said it has temporarily suspended the decision by the government to contract Zambian farmers to grow maize for exclusive production to Kenya. High Court Judge Mugure Thande issued the order stopping Agriculture CS Lithika Linturi to move on with the implementation of the memorandum of understanding between Kenya and Zambia to produce maize in Zambia for export to Kenya. Again, another shocker is that in Zambia, they are saying that they have not agreed to that idea of giving Kenyans that mandate to plant their maize or to have that kind of plantation in Zambia. The government is playing monkey business. The government is trying to dilly-dally on this issue of unga. I know it's because of Azimio's pressure, yes, but Azimio are doing the right thing. In fact, if the prices are to reduce today, credit will be given to Azimio and not Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza did not want to reduce the prices. It is the pressure that has been mounted by Azimio is the reason why bei ya unga inabidi ishuke. If Azimio had not piled this kind of pressure, then bei ya vitu hazingeshuka. Bei ya electricity imepanda despite the fact that that William Ruto January alisema kwamba haitapanda, ikapanda. So the CS for energy akapandisha through April. Now CS has said that price itashuka in a couple of months time, but Ruto amekuja akasema kwamba bei za vitu zitashuka next week. So I find that there is some kind of disconnect here in communication, because what the president is saying is not what Lithika Linturi, the CS for Agriculture, seems to be saying, because these two people are reading from different lines. The office of the president, the office of the CS, reading from different lines. Of course, the Zambian government have said that they can only allocate 20,000 hectares of land for that kind of production, but swali ni ikiwa Zambia imekuja kasema kwamba haitafanya hivyo tena, so what next? I made an analysis on this issue of Zambia and Kenya agreement on production of maize, where I say that this is one of the worst moves that the government will be engaging itself in, because one, if you allow Zambians to plant maize for Kenya and then export to Kenya, first, you will be creating jobs for the Zambian farmers. Two, you will be giving Zambian authority a source of revenue. Three, I don't see how that maize will be cheaper, because first of all, if that same thing would have been done to Kenya, then Kenya would have had a solution in this perennial maize crisis. We would have found a way of dealing with the crisis of climate changes and planted our maize here locally. First, a Kenyan local farmers would have gotten a job. This local farmer has someone who is employing as like maid. This maid as a family. So you find that money would have circulated locally, alafu again bei ya bidhaa ingeshuka, and again we would have gone through a series of researches and found a way of dealing with this perennial challenge of maize. So ladies and gentlemen, I find that Ruto's remarks here are not truthful, despite the fact that they say that they're truthful men, like Rigathi Gachagua have been saying, but I find some lies in that promise. I don't think these prices will reduce. He has not told us whether the prices will reduce to 70. He has just said the prices will reduce. The price can even reduce by 2 shillings. He will say that, but the prices have reduced. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you tell us what to think about this regarding the comments, regarding this promise by William Ruto? Tell us what to think about this below the comment section. And once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.